Okay, you guys, this is alfalfa. This is alfalfa, semi-dried alfalfa. Actually, we have kept it now. It's around 5 days or 4 days. So I'm serving them. I told you what we do with this. We cut it, we semi-dry it, and then give it to these animals when they are semi-dried. I told you many times that there are many ways how we can serve alfalfa, and one of the ways is this, in a semi-dried way, and another one we dry it and then crush it. I think I need to show you the crushed. This is already crushed alfalfa. That's not the reason why I'm here for today. Today I want to discuss something with you about weaning of animals. These goats you see here, most of them are 3 months old. I told you many times that for us we wean animals at 3 months old. And what I want you to know is that when you wean an animal, you people, I want you to be very, very attentive with this statement. And I want you to be very, very careful with this statement. Because most of you people are losing goats just because of stocking. Stocking is really very, very important. Most of you, some of you, the viewers, will really have, will bear me a witness. Because most of the people that have lost animals, they have lost them just because of stocking. Stocking is very, very important when you're doing the beginning of your farm. Most of you people, what you do, you think when you're doing stocking, you pick animals from the market. That is completely wrong. A market is source of diseases. Let me, for example, ask you guys, if you have your farm and you really want to take animals in the market for slaughter, because you know market always take animals there for slaughter, would you choose the best animals? Would you choose the best breeder? Would you choose those that really produces a lot of good babies? The answer on me, it is a no. Why? Because I know those animals are going to be slaughtered. So I have to take those that miscal, I have to take those that you know, produces kids and die, those that don't even want the kids to suckle. Those are the animals I would take in the market. So when you're stocking, you need to take what they call a breeding stock. A farm, you confine the animals, then you take. What I'm trying to mean in this is that these animals you see, we weaned them from the flock across there. And they are in the same locality, same place, but we only separated them and gave them a unit here. But do you know what happened? We weaned these animals when they were really looking nice. They are now 1 week old here in this flock. But see what happened. These animals were really very good. They were not sick. But you see the signs that have come up. It's diarrhea. Do you know the reason why this happened? And some of them have seen them with keratoconjunctivitis. But doesn't mean that the animals are sick because where they came from are sick. In the flock where these animals I separate them from, it doesn't even have any single diseased animal. This is the science behind this. The moment you separate animals, or the moment you change the location of an animal, it is supposed to get what they call shipping fever, or that stress. What causes all these diarrheas are stresses. Why? Because they are not used to be confined here, or we have separated them from the mother, that is already stress, shifting them to another unit, which is another stress, and now we have introduced them to zero grazing. That is the third stress. That's why it is bringing this kind of situation. What happens? An animal can have a disease, but because it is in one place, it is used to that place, it is used to the environment, it might not react because the body immunity is strong enough to handle whichever kind of disease that is existing. But the moment you shift an animal from one place to the other, you have already exerted the stress. And you know what happens? It is going to lower the body immunity. In the process of lowering the body immunity, an animal which had a certain disease is going to take that opportunity to overtake the immunity of the body, and that animal will get sick. I hope you understood this very well. When you're stocking, think about of a farmer who is also having a mother stock where he can get the stock from. Never go to the farm, never go to the market and you're buying animals for slaughter, for breeding. Why? Because all the animals that we don't want are taken for slaughter. We recommend it for slaughter. 2, if somebody has an outbreak or maybe a disease in his flock, do you know what they do? He's going to carry those animals to the abattoir and they slaughter them if the disease is not that contagious or zoonotic or whatever. So when you go to the market, let's say the market, and you want to buy a breeding stock, that is very dangerous. That is very wrong. You're carrying a disease from the market to your farm. You get it? 2, you will not have very good quality animal. Why? Because people select in their flocks and they take animals to those areas because they don't want them. They have habits, they have bad characters, they have very bad maybe genes, depending on the assessment of the farmer. So, never do that. 2, when you're doing stocking, don't do what they call random stocking. You come here, you buy 2 from Hamiisi, you go to Mbarara, you buy 3, you go to another farmer, you buy 5. You're combining trouble. And it's very hard to handle those animals in a group. Because now you've brought these today, you're treating them for shipping fever. You're vaccinating them for a certain disease. Then to the next day, you're bringing another flock, you're treating it for shipping fever and giving it a different drug. In that fluctuation of days, the disease is going to attack you. Why? Because you will not balance, and actually you will even lose a lot of money. Because when you only stock 10 here, and you're opening a vaccine of 100 animals, you're losing the balance. Because the moment you open the vial, period, you have to discard. It cannot stay for more than, let's say, 2 days or 1 day. So, my dear people, I'm emphasizing a point that stocking should be given time. 2, you should understand how to do a proper stocking. Otherwise, you're going to hate your friends, you're going to hate your people that they sold you sick animals. But that is not the case. I've given you an example of my own farm, picking animals from the other flock to bring them here. They have developed many other diseases. What do you do if you get that kind of situation? I beg that you do what they call symptomatic treatment. If you see diarrhea, handle the diarrhea. If you see flu, you handle the flu. If you see anything you see, just apply the drug. The animal will normalize. Not because it was sick, but because of the stress and its own had its own issues. So now the issues are coming up just because of that. Let me just wish you the best, people. I want you to understand these things very, very well. And I want you to be well. I want you to have many animals. I want you to understand my concept of accumulating more animals. Let me just wish you the best, and bye-bye for now.